I'll be ready in just a moment here. All right, I think I'm good to go here. Sure, I got the thing down. All right. So welcome to the stream. I am Neozar. This is my FTL hard win streak. We are up to 91, which puts us a quarter of the way through the 4th cycle of ships. And just finished up Landing Speed this afternoon, actually. The first time did a daytime stream real quick. 30-45 minutes. And we got Engi at the end of it. And then this will be for 92, which will match the current world record, which is for pause and no pause by Hollow. So pretty exciting run, you know. Not my favorite ship to get for it, but definitely not, I don't think, the worst of the options that I have left still either. It's got some stuff to work with, and I feel like I see a number of, especially pause players, actually like have tough games with Engi but do well with it still. Like I know Crow, it's like actually in the middle of his win rates. I think it's like higher than some ships that probably shouldn't be, like Crystal B, but also some like solid ships. So you know, that's good to see. And it has a heavy laser. It's like, come on, a heavy laser, an Engi and stuff to sell, like what's not to love? All right, so cave, bear in his cave. I think that's pretty good. Content enabled. Hard mode. Start. I'm going to take it nice and slow for this ship. You know, there's a lot of things going on with it. So, gotta make sure we go over this way. A little bit of a weird sector layout, but not terrible. It's like it bottlenecks there, so you have to be paying attention. But it's kind of like in these two clumps that connect decently, so it's not terrible otherwise. As long as that, you know, as long as like these two jumps aren't something disgusting. Probably go up like this way, possibly hit nebulas or something. See as it unfolds. So it's like a couple things going on with this ship that's problematic. You know, obviously the one crew is the most obvious thing, but not the biggest problem. To give, you know, an Engi, I was trying to think about that earlier, and like, what is the best crew to have if you're only going to have one crew? And it might be Engi just because of the repair stuff. Engis are really good, like, and they have a bunch of blue options is a big part of it too. Obviously, they're stuck at the hand-to-hand combat, but with borders, usually that's not the best way to deal with them anyways. You know, you don't have sensors, which again, like that's not that big a deal either. But you know, it's like not great. And then it's the weapons is the biggest issue here. Like this is just not a great weapon setup. This is slow. You're relying on each shot hitting. Like you don't want both slow and super reliant. Like you have to hit every shot. Like those are both bad things. You can get away with it more if they're fast, or if it's slow but it's like powerful. You know, the upside is that heavy laser is a really good weapon. And like there's things that heavy iron's like okay about, you know, you get like an ion blast added in or something, can work. Cell's okay, you know, it's 2 power that you get in your weapon system, so you can replace something there easier at least. But it's pretty bad. You know, the drones, it's like whatever. You start with 6 drone parts also, so even if you like pick up a combat drone or something or hacking, like you still got to be like tight on your parts right away if you just sell all these. It's like layout. Its layout's like okay. It's not great, but kind of the way it is, you know. So let's see. So I was gonna go down here first. I think I'm gonna do a thing where I try this out, run to. I think sometimes it can be the right choice to be in piloting still, but this I think. I don't know if we get. I don't think we get all the way there. I think we get like part of the way there. So we can like kind of choose, but like weapons are such a liability, and so we're really gonna be trying to do like 2 things. We're gonna be shooting the heavy iron first, you know, and trying to like maximize how fast we can get our weapons off, and then we're gonna be trying to, you know, put other systems on the targeting like O2, and then drone control. So I want to power a drone before the weapons fire. Let's take a jump. See how it goes. Explore the asteroid field. Alright, a drone part and 12 scrap. That's great. Alright, so yeah, he gets like halfway, about a little further. Alright, distress, that's good. Because we have a number of blue options for distress between the Engi and the drones. I mean, the ion I know is a duplicate one with the Engi. I don't know if there's any other blue options we have. I don't think so. But that alone is pretty good. Alright, so this one is we ignore the ship. We don't have a clone bay. I'm not even sure if clone bay is safe on this one. But that's definitely not one we want to take. I'm like so scared of those with the ship, just like some reason just clicking the wrong one, you know. It's like not that likely to happen. Alright, I just want to get an idea of this like how many jumps I'm gonna have here to figure this out. Alright. So I think I can expect to get 10 jumps in before the exit. Then I was like, what are my key jumps here? Like this one, I guess, before here. Yeah, okay, I can get up to 4 jumps before that, so that's fine. These are like far enough of ahead. I got a little worried like going down here in case the curve was like way up here, that I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna get caught. But I'm leaving myself enough space here. We'll go up this way. Pike beam. And engines hack. So definitely it's like we just don't care. I mean, well, actually engines hack I don't think affects us because you only have 1 engine power anyway. And I think it just always brings you down to 1. So that's good at least. I'm trying to think of like when these time. Because this is 16 seconds. It's like I feel like this is actually not a terrible setup, like we're pretty safe against it for quite a while. So I'm not gonna. I might not bother powering a drone at this point, because like there's a chance like how things work out, we'll end up like selling the anti-personal or something before we actually need it. So I'd rather not like waste the drone part that we might not need to use. And part of me is wondering if it's actually like a better idea to not shoot their weapons here, because I feel like they're not going to sink for a while. I don't want to like risk them sinking. I don't know if that's like actually a smart kind of choice though. I feel like whatever, it's just going to take them a while to do anything if I do this. Oh, and a breach too, nice. Yeah, it's the other thing, it's a pain. It's like, you know, heavy laser is great for getting crew kills, but it's much harder when it's like you can't tell what's going on the other ship very easily. Oh yeah, vent in O2, awesome, nice. Just trying to think of like the best way for me to do this now, because there's a chance of a crew kill here, like with the vent in O2 and getting a vent in weapons, but like I don't get very many more shots directly on them. I wasn't paying quite enough attention. I think this guy's still in here and the other guy's up there. I guess it's like weapons are the one that are gonna make me, yeah, all right, because he already fixed that. Ooh, another breach, jeez. That must be like an Engi, which makes our odds of like getting this done much lower. I'm kind of hoping for like a stun there or something, I guess. But yeah, I might just... Yeah, it's my thing. Yeah, alright, so the person fled O2 there. So that means that they're too low health to deal with it. Yeah, see, this is what I was slightly worried about, like getting misses now. When their heavy's still not up. Alright, now he left. So I think they're running out of O2. So I think we got him. Nice. Because I think they stopped fixing stuff. They both left their rooms because the breaches made them be out of O2, and then without getting that repaired, they just never recharge at that point. I'm not going to fire the heavy laser to like hit their rooms right now. Actually, I should probably just auto-fire that for the training instead of the ion, considering it's faster. Just get a little training in right here while we wait for them. The reason I don't want to hit them, even though they have a little more hull, is because I don't like start a fire and then accidentally break another system. All right, 4 fuel, 14 scrap. That would have been a great time to get a free weapon, like crew kill the first ship we see, but I'll be happy with the scrap. I think it's worth getting a shields buffer on this ship. It's the double-edged sword. I was saying that way too much the other night. Gotta be careful about that. It's like, well, I guess it's not even that. It's just like the, you know, being bad in offense makes you way more vulnerable in defense. You know, it's like FedC's problem. It's like you kill ships slow, and you don't have anything to really help your defense. So your defense is like sucks too in that way, is a problem. So I think we probably want to take both of these because I think we can. Like, I don't think one, if we take one, doing another one doesn't change how many jumps we get before the exit. But I'll double check it after the first one. Alright, this is definitely avoid the risk. Because that's just the end of it right there. 20% chance of just losing seems like a pretty bad thing. Like, I totally risk crew on that event, but not when it's like the crew, all the crew are critical to me, and there's no ship the crew are more critical on than the NGB, at least in the beginning. You know, as much as like even, I mean, like Mantis being stuff, like losing a Mantis is just horrible, and almost like you're almost certainly gonna lose if that's all you've done so far. But NGB, that's really it. Alright, so we attack the pirate. Oh, I forgot to do that run thing. Got bomb, drone. Alright, good. I was worried because there was like a brief moment where my shields were down, I guess, from the storm. And if they had like a beam drone that was like in position where I wanted to fire, like they fire like instantly sometimes, totally could hit me. I'm trying to think about the timing on this. It's like I probably need to power this. Oh, I didn't do my O2 either, jeez. It's a guy I want to fight and it was easy, then I can be sloppy, right? No. So I gotta vent out of here just like a little bit too. I feel like the bomb is worrisome enough. Well, it's like I'm trying to decide. I mean, because they can totally do stuff to me then if they start hitting me with this. Like if they hit my shields with the bomb, assuming it's a small bomb, and then this starts coming through. Although I can repair pretty fast. It's like I'm so hesitant to use a drone part on that because I'm so like hopeful that I'll like get a crew or something and be able to sell it. I hate using it for like targeting. I guess I could do a system repair, but then it's like you risk it getting like beat up or something early. I don't know. I guess it's not that bad to use that. Alright, so where are you going? Doors. Alright, so do that immediately. So yeah, we just want to do the weapons at first. Bam. Alright, great. Like I can have the repair bot go do that, but I can also have the Engi do it afterwards. Is this gonna get in? Yeah. Nice. Nice, got a breach there. They must have like a repair bot or something now, because they repaired that really quick, I think. Like even for having, if they had an Engi or something, it'd be too quick. So you gotta be careful about them running here. Oh, breach. Man, you're getting so many breaches. It's really fortunate. Alright, we just wrecked them. Getting some really lucky hits and breaches. Ah, oh, look at that. Another Engi. Wow. How fortunate. Like we still need to solve our biggest problem, which is weapons more than crew. But that just like takes a lot of pressure off us in the early game especially. And also we got some scrap from it too, so it's like that's always really nice. So I think I actually go here because like if there is a store, I can hit it now. And I didn't see those beacons. I saw this one because this is where I started, but I haven't seen these three. Neither of these connect. Because I can definitely get, yeah, I can totally do like 1, 2, if that's the store, and then hit either of these and go here. Yeah, really not that bad of a layout, just kind of weird, and like you have to be careful of the big trench. So that's nice also that it's like we can have dodge at the same time as we have weapons charge, and we can like have the faster weapons charge off the bat here also. Alright, we got beam 2, which is disgusting if it starts getting through. And then this is this Alito? Because I feel like these ships, I've been told these ships can only have Alito in Sector 1. I'm not positive if I'm remembering the right ship. But hopefully that's Alito. Because that makes it so we're so much safer, because it's like we have the shields buffer to deal with that problem. I wasn't paying enough attention, yeah. So that's Alito, that's awesome. There's like totally a good shot. If I switched this over and fired it, I could blow it up. But I haven't taken any hull damage. Actually, let me see. Where's that going? Is that going to weapons? I think it's going to weapons. Yeah, I think that is. It's always like... I always struggle to tell a little bit, but I'm pretty sure it's going to weapons. So, in that case, let's give it a shot. Boom! We don't get to see if it was a miss or not. But, you know, I'm not sure actually. It may have been at the frame where it would have said miss. It's hard to say. Like, this delays our offense a little bit here now, obviously. But the fact that that was going to weapons is, like, slightly problematic. Because, like, if that hit, it'd, like, take the heavy offline anyways. And, like, we could still deal damage and switch weapons after the ion. But it feels more worthwhile to, like, do it this way. Like, I feel like it probably is, if you worked out the timing and the math and stuff. But, like, here, I really just want to get this shot in. I'd rather just, like, take the hull damage. Oh, that's hitting weapons again. No, I couldn't do anything about it anyways. Yeah, but we want to do that one. Alright. We can throw a system repair drone up. That's okay. Boom. I mean, I guess we could have waited for that, but whatever. We can have one on board ship with us. Man, but they do those double swipes. Like, that was so fast right there. Ugh. Like, this is where the ship just really struggles. It's like, they can repair decently fast. There's just not that much you can do. Like, I wonder if it's worth going back and forth for that dodge percentage. Like, possibly. Just going to shields, maybe? No, piloting. We got a breach. Oh, crap, I hit the wrong one. So now I got 2. That's frustrating. That's the thing. Gotta be careful about that. It's like, it's hard to tell what's what. Like, I mean, it's okay. It's just the drone part. It's not the end of the world, but... Another breach. Whew. That is definitely RNG in my favor so far tonight. This thing's being like ridiculous. Alright, trying to escape. Alright, so I think it's kind of guaranteed I kill them now. So I think their shields are still down, and the dodge should be 0. Alright. 19 scrap. Alright. So no store, so we buy shields right away. I'm not sure if there's a way to tell. Does it like, yeah, because it doesn't like highlight them or anything. Like, I guess if you put them into your inventory now, which would like make them despawn and waste the drone part. At least I think they would, I'd assume. But I actually don't know if that's true or not. It's kind of just an assumption. Alright, so how many more jumps do I have here? I think I'm still gonna just go to that second section, but I'm just curious. 7 more? 5, 6, 7. Right. Nice late exit, which is great. It's like really want to be able to like milk the early sector here as much as we can, make up for what this ship is missing. Right, so they're running off the bat, which is tough for us. Especially when it's like they probably have 3 crew. I think definitely have 3 crew. I'm not positive on that either. And have like weapons that can damage us. I should still be doing this. It's like a little late, probably won't go downtime. Also power one of these guys since I won't use the drone part at this point. I'm just gonna like bank this out honestly to see if I can get it in time. Oh, no way, it's gonna drop 50% that quick. Not even close, I just close this up. But we have the drone on, so I might target drone control here. Alright, get on, fix those shields. This is always a tough one because it's like, on one hand, you really want to like stop them running. Man, breach again and 2 power engines. Wow. Because like this makes it so, you know, now we're ion, we don't have the miss issue for a little bit, like for the next volley, hopefully, especially because of the breach. And we should be able to get this heavy in. It's like we're still doing good on hull. We've only taken 4 damage so far. Oh, there's a chance we just killed someone too because they just ran into the med bay there. So depending on their timing, there's a chance they didn't make it through that doorway. Because I think they run at like 30 health. I'm not sure on the exact number of that either. It might be like 35 or 25. But if it's 30 or less and that hit them, I think I got them. Yeah, I think someone just went up to piloting, so I don't think so anymore. But like ideally we could crew kill this ship, but I'm not gonna chase it. It feels too risky with them like wanting to run and stuff. Alright. That went pretty well. 7 scrap. Yeah, it's like that's definitely a fight when, if you can in any way, it's worth like crew killing, even if it's a little riskier, but it didn't feel like it was that available to me. It's so hard to know without having sensors also. Alright, so I want to take this jump actually. Just to see if we can get any more scrap. Like, we have a decent amount of scrap to sell because we still have all this stuff. Which is like, I think all of it, except for if you saw everything but the heavy laser, it's like 90 something. You know, often you hold on to some bits of it. But that's pretty good. Definitely sell the booster though. That's the one thing you always sell. It's so bad. Because it's like, it's not even as good as it sounds it is, which isn't very good. Because it makes it feel like it increases it like by 50%, but it's just 50% faster from their reduced speed. So it's like actually increases their move speed by like, you know, 25%. So they're still only moving at like 3/4 normal speed. It's just like such a minor speed bonus for something when they don't have to run around that frequently already. So we do this stuff for the missile targeting still. So they have an Artemis. That's a fun one. I don't have any dodges yet. No, I mean, we don't have very high dodge chance, but still. All right. There's a chance that was a Mantis. I feel like they moved pretty fast. It's hard to tell though. May have just been normal speed. But if that's a Mantis, that's great. Just trying to think of how I want to like break up doing damage. Like, they resisted that shot, which is great for like killing them. There's a breach. I have no idea who this is though, because I didn't get to see them go through enough doors. So they finally got one weapon power restored in there, because I don't think there was fires because the pilot would have gone, and I don't think then there wasn't a breach because we would have heard it. So that's got to be a Mantis repairing in there, which is awesome. So slow. I mean, it's like we probably won't get a crew kill here anyway. There's a chance of it. I'm trying to decide, like, if you only get one more shot if they don't resist. It's like, I kind of feel like we're going to need it in weapons, but... multi-level ult too. Maybe it's like a Zoltan or something, and they'll be like really low health. Because like I'm risking something by like doing this. If suddenly it's like, okay, now this is repaired and the Artemis comes up and he mans piloting and they start dodging. There's definitely like some amount of risk involved here. So now I'm just gonna go. I think that one went into O2 there actually. Didn't resist it. Oh well. It just didn't feel worthwhile. Like I may have been really close to it, but I might not have been. It's so hard to know. It's like that one felt a little bad because I do feel like I was maybe really close actually when that guy went into O2 to help. Like it tells me the other one may have died in there. Yeah, like there's a real chance the other one had died in there. And if I like just ioned in there again, I would have gotten the second one, but you know, so it goes. Pre-igniter, there we go. Wow, wow, wowee, what a store. Hacking, pre-igniter, burst laser 2. Nah, psych, we want the teleporter, the reconstructive teleport, because we're getting the fire beam, and we're doing Engi boarding, and we're setting them on fire, because that is just like the meta pro strats, right? Is that what we should do? Probably. Well, let's take it one at a time. That's gone. That's gone. That's still not enough to buy what we want. It's like, is there any reason to hold on to that? Is there any way that I'm gonna ever be using this again? It's like so hard to think of. I mean, it's like against Sultan Shields, maybe. I don't know. Not really. It's just that one shot still. And well, what else do I want to get here? Like, you know, because I can't afford. I'm gonna get, so if it's not, I'm gonna get the burst laser. The weapons are the biggest issue. Like hacking is nice, but it doesn't help us nearly as much as getting a burst laser. And so it's like I can sell any more one thing and not need to sell any other items. I kind of feel like with 2 Engis, I sell system repair. It's like these, most of the reason I hold on to these is for blue options. Which is like why I'm maybe like, well, maybe I'll just sell this and hold these for blue options a little longer. Like, still, they can still help out in fights, honestly. And like the chance of me using this, it's like it's either gonna be like when I have 5 weapon power because I never find another weapon again, or like I don't know when. So I feel like I can actually sell this a little bit easier. It's like still there, right? No one else bought it. Like worry about that. Like when we go back to the store, it'll be gone. Wow, what an upgrade! Imagine if the ship started with these weapons, the 2 Engis. That would be a much better ship. Wow, so I'm feeling so much better about this NGB run already, because we're solving our problems. So is there anything else I do here? This is 32 scrap. So that could get us up to 42. Don't need sensors. Like there's nothing else really. It's like I consider doing this, but it's like, I feel like it's still a little more worthwhile holding on to some of our scrap. So it's like Burst Laser 2 compared to Heavy Ion. So they're both 2 power weapons. Burst Laser 2 fires 1 second faster. And it fires 3 shots instead of 1 shot, which helps with evasion. And it does damage and can cause fire. Move shields like crazy. So yeah, I think that's it. It's like, yeah, I'm tempted to do slight repair. I don't know if I'm going to miss that 4 scrap at some point all of a sudden. So it's like the next things on the list here. It's like honestly our weapons are kind of good for a little while here. I gotta check this because there's a chance it's like a little more worthwhile trying to grab a 3rd crew member. See what the odds are. Versus I forget the repair drone. I think we get a drone in return, so it's probably better to just do that. But yeah, the next things on the list, it's like, you know, I want to get hacking. You know, I'll take a 3rd weapon, but we're okay on weapons for a little while, like especially if we get things. You know, we could use a defense drone at some point. More crew, obviously. So we get high scrap and a drone, versus if we try and rescue, either get low scrap and a crew member or 4 hull damage and a damage to random system and low scrap. So, the fact that it's high scrap and a drone is like, okay, I'm going to do that one. Because I thought it might be like just a drone or like low scrap and a drone, and it's like, well, maybe it's worth risking damage to get a crew member because 3 crew is nice, but guarantee of like, there we go, replace our system repair drones. But that's, 36 scrap from a sector 1 jump. Pretty awesome. So, yeah. It's like, honestly, engines might not be a bad investment. It's very cheap. Like we can still sell stuff to buy something if we need to. So we're not actually going to go to that store because also it's like there's nothing that we're in like great position to buy. It's like not going to go chasing after scanners. And actually, let me see here. So we only get 1 more jump. We can get 2 more before this exit, but the way this sector works out, I can't actually do it because I can go here. If I go here, this gets overtaken, and nothing else reaches this store. So it's like, would I rather take a jump or a store? Realistically, what's going to be at that store that I'll buy besides scanners? So you get 68 scrap from selling all this stuff. It's like, I don't think I'd buy a crew member at this point for selling all this stuff. It's like, I don't think I'd buy, even if they had like a flak one or something, or heavy or small. It's like all those things just feel too much of a reach at this point. I'd be sad if I saw a reloader, because I think it'd be a bad choice to buy it right here, probably. Well, maybe not. But no. It's mostly just like, I'd sell a repair drone and buy scanners. I guess I'd buy fuel. I don't know. It's better take a jump here. It's not good enough. Alright, intervene, yeah. Alright, double rewards guaranteed here. Definitely more worthwhile taking this. So here, maybe if we'll get a breach in their weapons and take this offline permanently, and then we can train. That'd be cool. Although we couldn't weapons train because I don't have shields. Alright, it doesn't matter now because I'm not gonna wait around for them to repair. Alright, look at all that scrap. Anti-ship fire drone, wow. I've totally relied on that before for crew kills, which suck. But honestly, there's times where it's like you don't want to rely on it, but there's times where if you find a safe ship, it can be like, well, I can just use a drone part and I'm gonna get a crew kill eventually, probably. If I just keep popping their shields and letting it fire. But it's never one you want to rely on. So yeah, this is one of those sector layouts that was kind of annoying, where there's no way to actually get every jump before the exit without one being a dive. Which is always kind of annoying. Alright, so we'll go Engi controlled for sure. Zoltan is scary. We get a forced red sector 4, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. That could be Zoltan and suck more than an abandoned, possibly. Who knows? And no purple options, no slugs this run. That's okay. Get good blue options here. It's free stuff. Man, so let's take stock of that Sector 1. Jeez. So we replaced our heavy ion with a burst laser 2. We picked up a second Engi. We sold and then re-got a system repair drone. We got a fire drone. We got a shields upgrade. We got an engine upgrade. We have more drone parts than we started with. And we've still got 50 scrap. And we only took 6 damage. And we're almost weapons trained. What a Sector 1 for NGB. Just solving all its problems. Alright, so we'll probably try and take a few jumps here and then go to the store and see what's going on there. Because we're already in range of getting hacking. It's just like making it if they have multiple things we want. Well, there's 20 free scrap just for existing. I'll take it. There's a free. It's gonna have just like every drone possible. Like, I don't think I equip it though. Alright, that feels fair to have an empty jump, I'll be honest. Hey Dagiel, welcome to the stream. Hacking and a halberd. I could just have, man, like look at how many drones I have already. And this is like, I sold one of these already. This is ridiculous. And these are both gone instantly. But I'm starting to think like, well, is there a way I can just buy the halberd and then be done with weapons for the entire run? I mean, we buy hacking. Yeah, we don't just like buy the halberd, but maybe we do. I mean, it's like, I don't really want this. I'm not really going to use it. Because if I sell both of these, I can buy the halberd. Which just feels like early to do that, but I mean, that's just like, if we have hacking, heavy, burst laser 2, halberd, like that's like almost the run right there. And we definitely don't need this. I think this is an easier sell right now. I mean, we can't buy all the fuel if we do that. But we can also do like that. I mean, I don't really want to have to hit up another store because of that. I don't know. This is tough because on one hand this feels like really greedy, but on the other hand it feels like, you know, what if we don't find another weapon until Sector 7 and this is all we have, or we only find really bad weapons until then? And we have hacking, so we don't have to worry about like missing that. It's kind of okay that we don't use it for a while, like, and also we can integrate it over time, like we can switch between weapons. And so I don't think, with 2 Engis we're pretty safe with repairs. It's like borders could still be a problem in a fight, like not for a little while probably, but if we don't pick up crew over time. Yeah, once a few times it makes sense to buy a better weapon to finish it. Yeah, because it's really like with 3 slots too, and just with how good these weapons are. I mean, it's just like some of the best weapons in the game. And the fact that we have hacking, and it's like, we still have half of Sector 2. And we have a second crew. It's not like I'm selling all my drones in one crew and being like, well, like, let's hope we don't get overwhelmed. Yeah, I think I do it. It's just, I mean, like, look at it. Look at this ship right now. This Sector 2 NGB. This is, like, absurd. See, now I kind of regret. Maybe I shouldn't have spent that 10 scrap on engines. I could have bought those 2 fuel there. Feel less pressure to go to this store. Because I totally might. We're up to 10 drone parts too. It's like we just keep getting things. It's really like we just need crew. Like for flagship, other than upgrades, all I want right now, I want like 3 crew, a defense drone, and mind control. Or possibly cloaking. Like either way, honestly. Combat drone. Alright, do we kill you, combat drone? And then train? Because that we totally might. Because we're fairly safe from taking damage from it for a little bit. He's gonna be ready. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to shoot this thing out of the sky, because they have a limited number of drone parts. And if we kill it permanently, then this fight is safe to do training on, which would be very helpful. Too close to the gun there, I think. There we go. But yeah, it's like the halberd there is a funny decision. Like, you know, I'm thinking it's the right decision, but so often, like, that's such a greedy play to be like, oh, here's a weapon I totally probably like won't need for a few sectors, and like there's probably other things I could use soon and upgrades, and it feels like that, like really greedy, like getting excited, like, oh, here's all the stuff I need and I can't power it, and then I die. But it's like we're so far ahead, and it's such like a game finishing weapon setup then. I feel like it's about to spawn now. Ah, too early. Fire limited shots from the burst laser too if we need to. Oh, gonna get a damage in. Yep, that's okay. Especially since they have a buffer. Really doesn't matter. So that's 2 drone parts down. Yeah, that's the thing. It was like thinking, oh man, I got like another really weak ship. I mean, I just had the absurd Lanius B run. But I definitely feel like I've been getting worked over a little bit, getting a lot of bad ships for my 4th cycle here. Which, like, you know, there's part of that that's like kind of fun. I mean, as long as I keep winning them, it's fun because it's like makes it a challenging, exciting way to finish. Well, not to finish, but to get to the record. And I was actually a little like less upset than I expected when I saw NGB. I think because it's kind of like Stealth C, where it's tough and you can get bad luck, but I feel like there's stuff you can do to deal with it, and like having a good sense of like how to metagame in general with FTL like makes it not quite as bad as it seems. I don't think I hit it here. But I was in no way expecting like this kind of, like, you can never count on this kind of luck. Too much. No, I got him. So that's at least 3, maybe 4 times I've blown it up. So probably just like 1 or 2 more, and then we can do training. So I'm gonna do like evasion training with both of them, and then I'm gonna do weapons training quick too. Shouldn't take long since he's already like at the level 1 basically. I guess there's a chance. Oh yeah, was that the last drone part? Yeah, it must be, because they would have repowered it by now. Alright. So let me get the cheat engine running here, get this set up. But yeah, no, like I can't get ahead of myself here, but this is feeling very much like a run in a spot that, like, my odds of losing here are pretty much down to like mistakes, and we should be powerful enough to like just win this run if I play correctly, which is really exciting because I've definitely gotten like pretty hyped getting this close to the record. I've been playing a lot more the last like week or 2 just because I want to like getting this close. I really feel like I just want to like hit it, you know, whatever, hit the record and then do one more and break it, hopefully. And then from there, it's like I'll probably scale back a little bit and, you know, not rush it too much, make it last, but definitely want to like keep it going. I'm not going to like slow down like that fast or anything. But yeah, I mean, I feel like also it's spaced out nicely where it's like, okay, hit 92 to match the record, 93 to pass it, and then it's like, well, just 7 more from there to hit 100, which is like an awesome number, like, you know, just like such a cool number to hit. So there's nice like incremental goals. Yeah, it's like this isn't any metagaming decisions here. Shit, this is just like, you know, amazing stores. Because that's one of the ways this ship can suffer the most. It's like you can have really bad fights for sure with misses and like not having many ways to deal with it early on. Oh, we got the evasion training done. But really, it's like bad stores. If you can't get better offense, like you are in for such a tough run. Or if you can only get like a combat drone or a beam drone, you know, like just dealing with multiple shields suddenly becomes just like so hellish. And there's not much you can do about with bad store RNG if you just like get that. Might as well do it. But like, so getting like, okay, we got really good scrap and some drops like Sector 1, and then just like an amazing store, and then a really amazing start to Sector 2, and then another amazing store. It's just like, okay, sure. That's like, that dealt with. Then we got a crew member. So many good things. Alright, so we're going to turn the speed hacker off. Yeah, I mean, store RNG, but some ships can deal with it way better. Like some ships, if you get really bad store RNG, I mean, it's like if you have a way to crew kill reliably, that's one way to like be more likely to get a weapon and stuff. Or if you have ways of dealing with multiple shields better. You know, like some ships can do that pretty well. But like this, it's like if you get, you know, it's like this ship and like Zoltan C, like if you get to Sector 3 and you haven't been able to get any weapon, like you're going to have a really tough time against two shields immediately. Even if you get like hacking and stuff, which is like some other ships, it's like, well, if you can't get a weapon, a system can kind of do it. And like some shit, like this ship, it's like, not really. Like if you get offensive drones, maybe, but that's like not great either. There's a lot of missiles, but I'm still not going to take it. We don't really need it. My one like no weapon run that worked out, that was like, I never want to go through it again, but it was like kind of not that bad and kind of fun actually in some ways. Was Rock B run, where I basically just had the starting, I think I just had the starting weapons and maybe like an ion blast at one point. Until partway through Sector 5. And I basically just used hacking on their weapons and mind controlling their weapons guy and firebombing weapons to like make fights safe and slowly burn them out. And like ran from auto ships or something. Or like hacked their shields and hoped for the best. But I had like really weak systems otherwise. But it like actually worked out okay, and I got a lot of crew kills. It just like took forever because I'd want to use like 2 bombs a fight if possible. It was all like crew manipulation. I have 6 more jumps. It's like 11 feels okay enough. I don't think I'm going to go to that store. We have a lot of green sectors coming up too, so I think that's okay. Just trying to think, because I guess we didn't like see these jumps either. Not that it really matters. Turn and fight. Man, this is gross. It's the same weapons as us. I'm like, oh wow, what gross weapons? Wait, that's what we have. But we've got 2 shields and hacking and training. I feel like the 2 shields makes me feel like that's enough. Like I don't need to deal. I don't need to hack. I guess I have 11 drone parts here. Also, that like gives me more of a chance of possibly crew killing. So I'm going to let this fire actually, because I would rather control these doors than like lock them out immediately. So I'm going to let one of them in there and see what's up. In which case I guess I can just do that. Yeah, human. So maybe like start a fire in there or something. It's not up yet. Like, probably not in an asteroid field. Like, I feel like crew kills are definitely rarer here. Because also they can just, like, take damage you don't need them to take. You're gonna suffocate, probably. So there's a chance. Oh, it's salted. Nice. So there's definitely a chance. Because I don't think he can repair this breach. Beautiful. Good times. Look at that. We've been getting a lot of crew kills. Heavy laser is awesome. I love heavy laser so much. Alright, so we don't have as many blue options for the distressed since we sold several of them, but we still have a decent number, just having Engis. We know it's something at least. Dense asteroid field, sure, search for the ship. 5 hull damage, that's too bad. You can get a free weapon there, or like possibly like go for the crystal crew member since most weapons are just scrap to us. There's a chance I would go for it this run, but it's not meant to be. So what was it, 3 or 4 more jumps here? 4 more jumps. Oh, thanks by the way, Dagiel, for the follow. I just caught that. Pretty slow at checking those messages. Alright, blue option. So we get some low scrap here at the ships achieving a union. You know, stay out of their way. Just, you know, pick up some of their detritus. So their offer. Space dock. Yeah, so this is nice because not only is it like you fight and you get scrap and then you get a store, it also just lets you know like where a store is in the sector now. Like, you know that you'll find a store when you go there. So you can like plan your route around that, which is really nice sometimes. Alright, so we attack. Ooh, mind control, uh-oh. Give me my Engi back. Oh, I didn't even notice that was a higher level mind control also. Investigate. Defense drone. Oh, there's one of the things I was saying I wanted to buy flagship. Man. Alright, so what else do I want to wish for now? I want more crew. How about another crewmate? Like a rock or something? Or, you know, a pirate, a pulsar. That's something. So this is use a drone turret, definitely. Really not that bad for their weapons though. It's mostly like the heavy laser that's like we have to worry about. I think do I just let you possibly fire? Or hacking now? I guess I hacking now. Shields and what's it called? Medbay. And they got their engines and their shields. Gross. Ooh, and double fire from the heavy laser. You're toast. You're so toast. Poof. Two Engis. Oh, nice. Got a stun on him. I like give it a moment because I want to make sure the doors come back up for hacking. Oxygen. I keep thinking they hit my hacking because it's like the numbers above it. But no. All right, 420 scrap. Nice. It's almost 420, isn't it? It's a couple days from now. Sure, my state, which just now legalized it, is going to be pretty excited. Probably charge our engines here if we actually want to go anywhere. I don't want to go with my shields ironed at all if I can avoid it, so go around one more time and it should be good. Continue. All right, I'll repair some damage. I was just thinking, it's like, yeah, I wish I had a little bit more hull. I'm gonna repair 10 damage. I'm doing it. I'd rather repair like 7, but I'll take 10 over 5. Makes it so if I take another 5 damage event, I'm still in the green. All right, civilian sector. I'll take that over. Like, Engi sector is really good, but civilian sector is like kind of the best. So I'll take like 2 jumps or so and then go to that store. All right, anti-personal drone to deal with the giant alien spiders. There's a drone part, get scrap, resources, fuel is nice. I'm trying to think, like, what are we gonna need here to deal with 2 shields? Because like our weapons can still deal with it, but it's definitely not as good. Hacking helps out a lot. I feel like our weapons aren't really that upgraded until we do like 2 weapon power and can run like the burst and the halberd, unless we want to do like a hacking upgrade and switch to the halberd for some fights and just swipe them. It's also a choice. A lot of options. I think for now we can float it a little bit. Probably buy a power bar soon. But maybe like do this in the store and then some upgrades or something. I'm at the point too where I'm like far enough ahead and I honestly might buy a crew member at that store. Just because I'm getting to the point where it's like, okay, I have like the tools I need to win basically. I'm missing, you know what, battery and a system and crew. And like, while crew shouldn't be an issue and I should be able to get it over time, like that's just like a, you know, insurance against me making mistakes or something. All right, so they're boarding. I think they just have 2 crew, right? Because I don't think those guys coming from the shield. I think that was just coming from the engines there. So just 2 crew and nobody to heal. So I could possibly crew kill them, actually. Their weapons are, like, slightly concerning, for sure. I mean, I have the anti-personal. I guess I should be using them. Also thinking a little bit like, I mean, I don't know, whatever. If they really only have 2 crew, like I might crew kill them this way. Now this is where I'm like, oh, if only a drone reactor booster, he'd zip right over here. I decide if flashing shields is a good idea here. I guess probably. I mean, it's like I know I'm not dodging that thing. They're dodging my stuff though. Definitely a good idea when they're gonna do that. Oh no, I wasn't paying enough attention. They have 3 crew because they're going to weapons. So I was kind of wasting a little bit of time there, I guess. Ooh, and that's going to be a dead mantis now. Whatever, that actually won't help me, will it? 1 second. Considering their situation right now, their weapons, I think will be okay. Nice dodges. Oh, someone's gonna come board now, though, I think. Or there's fires or something, because the crew just shuffled around a little bit. I don't know. I guess I'm not paying enough attention to what they're doing. This is where sensors come in handy. Alright, 31 scrap. Bunch of resources. 15 fuel now. Almost up to that 15 missiles. Alright, so we can go to the store quest now. Because I could have bought a power bar. Engage Rebel, rescue the space dock. Beam drone. So it's the missile if I don't want to use a drone part on the defense drone. Oh, they only have 1 shield also, jeez. I guess so it's a question, what's more reliable, like the defense drone or hacking their weapons? I guess hacking their weapons, because I can also get a crew kill in there. Miss. That's fine. I mean, it's an Artemis. Is it worth using another drone part for? I mean, it's going to be worth turning on my evasion for, at least. I'm not going to use a defense drone quite yet, but I am going to try and shoot it with this heavy laser. Too soon. Okay, that's okay. Whew. 2 shots. The heavy laser was first to hit the shield, so just the 1 burst laser shot gets through, and this one is the one that hits and causes double fires. Thank you. Okay, because he's stunned too, jeez. I guess I want to turn the burst laser on first. I guess it's a ship. I could have done the weapons hack and then done the halberd across it. It would have been like pretty devastating. Burning down. Well, yeah, you got this repair drone. That's gonna be a little obnoxious, isn't it? Ooh. All right, we got a repair, we got scrap. Oh, I'm not gonna buy the pre-igniter. That's just getting too like risky ballsy. I'm gonna buy the scanners because that's also like takes out another threat of the like, well, when you have a really strong ship, what are the things that can still kill you or cause you big problems? And it's like, well, a really bad fight you're not expecting in a hazard, and the scanners gets rid of that. Also helps like smooth out the risk of like super low scrap sectors. Not entirely, but helps it out a lot. No crew still, but that's okay. You still have the anti-personal is like honestly kind of nice. We can buy like doors and stuff soon if we want. I'll probably take some of those nebula, but I think I might go this way first. I definitely want to do that. It's like, honestly, it's not that crazy to get more in there, or to buy hacking. Just trying to think of like what am I going to run into that's going to be really nasty, like a ship with double offensive drones or something. Maybe like if they just start shredding through me. I kind of feel like that's actually the one I want to do. Gives me flexibility. So they just have the one beam drone. So it's really just the missile and like if I miss. Do I need to do this even? Like, it's also the question, is it more worthwhile, if I do use a drone part, is it more worthwhile to delay their weapons and hopefully hit them, but like risk a chance of like actually taking multiple damage if I just get tons of misses, or like hitting their piloting and probably getting hit by their weapons once, but then probably not after that. It's like, this is the like win streaker, and I feel like the consistency and the being like, okay, I know the outcome of this for sure. Versus, the one time I run into this where now I missed like 30 shots in a row because I hacked their weapons and it's like terrible. I might actually kill this drone by accident. Because yeah, so it's like, okay, so they hit my weapons here, so it's like if that first volley missed, if I had hacked their weapons, then they'd just be like free firing on me for a while. It's like there's a chance I wouldn't have missed and it wouldn't have mattered, but pop the defense drone. I mean, the defense drone isn't a guarantee that it actually, like, it can miss the missile. And it doesn't give me any guarantee about like my offense ever doing damage to them. Like, of course, eventually it will. Like, eventually I'm not going to miss that many shots. But you can miss a lot of shots. It's like basically about preparing for like, well, what if I get really bad RNG? How do I make sure bad RNG doesn't screw me up? And so sometimes it's worth like doing something that takes, you take a tiny bit of damage, but have like zero risk, instead of like taking no damage 9 times out of 10, but then one time you take a bunch of damage. Breach Bomb Mark II. Wow, I really wish I had 4 weapon slots, because that's a fun one. Tempted, honestly, to replace the halberd with it for now. The only reason I would keep this is the blue option, but it's like not that amazing of a blue option. Because this is totally like opens up crew kills, because we have 14 missiles also. So like if we make a fight generally safe, we can like switch over to it and then just start like using a couple bombs and killing them. But yeah, it's like there's a mindset that kind of overtakes you. At least I found, I think a lot of people do, when you get like more into win streaking, of the like making choices based off assuming things going wrong at times in order to like account for that, because if you don't, like then that one time that's like when you'll lose because you weren't, you were like too optimistic. Assault and shield, but also I only see 2 weapons. Which, if that's a basic laser, I think we're safe. That is a basic laser. Alright, so we're safe here. Nice. So like here's another one where it's like, okay, we can get, we can turn the breach bomb on and do that. And they have the, I mean, I probably want to shoot them a little bit first, I guess. I'm thinking about how I want to do this. Because I feel like I should be able to do this without using a hacking part also, but it'd be a lot easier doing that. I have a plan. Alright, so that has them, because I think these ships are pretty much like always 2 crew, especially this early, but I think even late game they're usually like 2 crew, or often at least. And I think they've started firing engines or shields, because I think I saw the pilot go right into there. I don't know. And so then it's like, whatever, I pull them out of stations, they have no evasion, and then I'm going to take out their O2, but they're going to like delay repairing it because of the, well, now they're going to the shield. So they got Engis for sure. It's also like, how many bombs do I want to use? Like, I don't want to have to use a ton. But I might use like a second one and then just shoot their med bay when they start running into it. Oh, nice. I mean, they're going to heal up a bunch now, but depends a lot what level this med bay is too. What's going on here? Alright, probably a little bit overkill. Also, it's like with the breach bomb, it's not really something I'm planning to use like super long term, because pretty quickly it's like I'm gonna want to use the halberd, I think, like once we get a couple sectors on. So I'm a little okay like being kind of wasteful with the bombs to chase some of these crew kills. Alright, so they're giving up. And that the O2's out of oxygen, that's out of oxygen, and they're low health, so that's it for them. So yeah, while we're waiting here, let's see, I can show off. I got a couple of the, that I got an affiliate. Well, here's the repair burst. Either way, now I'm thinking about it. And I got affiliate. I think a couple of these emotes I put up are working now. They got approved or whatever. I think they all did actually. If you guys want to check them out. Put them in chat here. I think I'm going to do some custom FTL ones, because those are all like from my artwork that I just have already, from like stuff I do like greeting cards of and whatnot. So it's like just easy to edit them and put them up, and I think they're kind of fun. But like I kind of want to have stuff that's like a little more related to my channel directly, maybe. I don't know. I'm just measuring out my jumps here, so I definitely get at least 6. I think we get 6 in a nebula. I'm like wondering if it's worth like chasing, like getting the piloting upgrade with the ship, because it's like could really use the crew member. But it feels hard like to just pass up a nebula jump with a ship at it, because we know that's something. But if we get, I wish I knew if it was going to be 6.5 or not. I think so. So if it's going to be that, I'm going to actually take this jump and do all 3, and I think I'm going to get the piloting upgrade, because like I'm not going to risk crew at that event, because that's a terrible idea, if it is that event even. But it's worth trying to get, I think. Can you still get crew from the piloting choice, actually? Because the options change. I'm not sure. I mean, if we're going to be using the breach bomb, it's like, that's not bad, actually. We have that store coming up, just 2 fuel. It's not like an amazing deal or anything, but... I guess. Yeah, I'll do this. Hacking. What are they hacking? Piloting. Alright, it's not a big deal. Alright, so mostly just like want to make sure the volley hits, you don't get away. Alright, this works out nice. Just 1 power in piloting. Oh jeez, I forgot this was in the 2nd position. I thought I was targeting the burst laser. That's a little bit of a mistake for sure. What's the timing on this? Like, this isn't gonna come through in time. Right. Artemis. So what do I do here? I forgot to put my evasion up there too. Oops. That's definitely a mistake. Really, I was hoping they'd take the Artemis offline, because that would be close to firing. That is unfortunate. So I might end up using another drone part on the defense drone here. Because like I really got to get the piloting offline too. Alright, that's great. Like, we probably would have been fine, like, targeting their weapons and, like, taking 1 more hit, but felt a little better doing it this way. Like, we don't have, like, a crazy amount of drone parts to work with here, but we've got a decent number. Alright. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. Fight safe. Looking good. Eleven scrap. That's always such an obnoxious fight, because like, oh, it's an auto ship, which is often strong, and it's running from the star, and it's a low scrap reward for killing it. I think most of the reward is just the fact that the fleet doesn't double jump on you. But whatever, that's okay. Not usually an upgrade I'll do at this point, or like specifically for this event. But in this instance, it feels kind of worth it. guess I should have been more prepared for the fact that there's a good odds it was just going to be a fight. But it's okay. And luckily, this is just a beam too. So it's just the weapons right now. Like, hopefully it's just the weapons. Hopefully they don't have like another drone that'll pop out. I'm like slightly scared of that, I'll be honest. That's just Alito. So they gotta have like 5 drone power or something crazy, right? I can't even get up to full evasion. I can really only do that. Which is like fine, whatever. Well, they didn't put out another drone. Because it's like, I think they can have up to 5 weapon power in Sector 3. Or 5 drone power, so I think there's like a chance they could have had a second drone. Whether they still do and they're just like powering evasion or something, I don't know. It seems like they're powering evasion for sure. Whatever, you're not actually doing anything, are you? I keep hitting my first shot and then the rest keep missing. It's kind of fun. So they definitely have a buffer point at the very least. Of course, like now they have even more shields and stuff up, but it's kind of to be expected. Missiles back up. Hopefully drop their evasion a little bit. This is where it's a little tough. I gotta like power my O2. Might actually do a hack here. So it's like now I know their stuff isn't coming back online for a while. If I keep missing, I have another, just wait around for another evasion hack. Don't have to worry about suffocating. All right. That's that fight. Alright, so we'll go to the store now. Alright, buy another halberd. Yeah, so definitely not messing with their weapons. They don't have systems. I don't need any of those augments. Like, I don't need the recovery arm. I don't plan to use like drones that frequently. I mostly use them for hacking, and it doesn't help with that. I am going to buy a rock because I have a little bit of wiggle room here. Alright, yeah, sell this. Because it's like I've been doing pretty solid here, and I think just like adding crew member is like pretty valuable still at this point. Put him in engines. I guess he's like partly pilot trained, but I kind of want to have someone who can roam, who's not an Engi. I'm not usually a big advocate of buying crew, but there's times when it's like, well, even if I shouldn't have an issue with not having the crew, it's one of the few things that's like I'm behind on this ship in any way, so I might as well make up for it. So we have 4 more jumps before the exit. Just kind of go down over here or something. I'm trying to decide if I want. I don't need a drone part, I don't think. I think 8's okay at the moment. And we're going to have to start thinking about, like, when we want to get that halberd online or just get our weapon power up. It's the other thing with the breach, too. Like, for a while, if we use it, it gives us some, like, you know, 4 weapon power. There's, like, something we can do that's not, like, heavy halberd, which is, like, a weird combo. Well, I guess that's not terrible with the shield hack. Alright, so you're not that threatening. So, well, it's in our fight, I realize now, it's like, well, actually, I kind of want to do a weapons hack, because I just want the door control, and I want to kill them in their weapons room. It's not actually about, like, being that threatened by their weapons. So I'll actually let them fire, probably. And, like, rather possibly take a damage, but have the door control right here. No fires. Just a mantis, and this also tells me that it's 2 crew. Since they sent the engines guy, they didn't have it. Well, they would have had someone in weapons if there was 3 crew. So that's kind of what it is right there. I'm trying to think if I'd rather, whatever, I can use a second bomb. So that probably takes care of them pretty well. We got a rock. Thing is, like, he'll fix the breach, but the room's not going to replenish with O2. And then this room's not going to have O2 in it either, so he's definitely killed himself. Alright. There's 3 more jumps, right? Like, probably. It's, like, slightly close. But, like, my only hesitation about doing this is it's like, oh, well, what if this is, like, a gross jump and I don't want to take it? And then I'm like, well, I only get 2 more. I don't want to take that, but I don't think it's worth going to the empty jump just because of that. Alright, double rewards. That's a bunch of weapons, jeez. And then the hacking. So like double iron blast followed by a heavy laser. Which isn't like so terrible actually. And then this is probably Alito. Although it might be an Artemis. I think that because they can have 5. Doing an oxygen hack. Alright, that's fun. Again, I'm all about that evasion hack. Alright, good, we dodged one of the things at least. Alright, so they just have the blasts up now, so that's much better. Although I think they have level 2 hacking, so they're gonna like kill us with the O2 hack if we don't do something about it. Well, I could be wrong, I'm not positive. I kind of seen that right. Oh, don't do that to me. Whew, good miss. All right. There's what, 31 scrap? Two scrap, some resources, and one more store. All right. I guess I could just confirm that I have this jump, right? Yeah, that should be fine. Be a little close, but it should be fine. Battery cloaking. I mean, it's like there is something tempting about cloaking over mind control because, you know, we have solid offense for sure with halberd and stuff. It's like usually I go mind control on these ships. It's a little bit worse on the ship because you need sensors or a slug. Is honestly part of the downside of it. So it's like I could buy that here instead of battery. I guess I'm really not that concerned about my offense not being strong enough for mind control. And then also, right, then the other thing is like, well, what about phase 3 is really where it comes down to. But it's like less of an issue if you can like dominate the first 2 phases. And also you have more leeway if you have cloaking because you can like cloak some things and do kidnap strats and stuff. I mean, the main reason I don't want to do it, I think, is because I want to upgrade like my weapons and stuff. And I feel like that's better than like, and I can take cloaking or mind control like later in the game. Like it doesn't have to be cloaking, so I don't have to be like, well, if I never see it. So here I think actually I just buy the battery. That's what I want. Realize it's like I should check to make sure that jump is safe still. Guess while this is going on, I should like have you do your slowest heal ever. Look at that. Probably like speed hack it, or just like whatever, let him run and don't care if he's not healed. Could probably sell him now. Yeah, like I'm gonna wait till the beginning in next sector because I want to see where stores are and stuff, but I'm probably gonna buy like at least 1, if not 2 weapon power pretty quick. Because I feel safer like having really strong weapon systems online than I do like going up to 3 shields right away. Attack him before he can attack. I'll probably get engines up to 3 before I get 3 shields. We'll see. Alright. So here it's really just the missile again, that's the problem. You can heal later. I mean, I guess I can vent this stuff, lower my chance of getting hit and weapons still, it's useful. Miss. Nice. Weapons hack again. So we don't have time to wait for our volley. We gotta hack it first. Beautiful. So we got a rock in there. Put some bombs out there. Ooh, got him. And they got the med bay. Like, it's gonna be a little wasteful with bombs here. This also like would be a lot easier if I had if I could run like the burst laser at the same time, because then I could shoot some stuff too. Like I could just shoot that. But I'm still like at the phase of being like, well, I'm gonna be a little wasteful with these breach bombs and plan to like not use it later. I guess there could be an argument for using over the heavy laser long term. I'm gonna miss. There we go. I think that was enough bombs, like 4 or 5 bombs. Only worth it in the sense of like, you know, we probably just don't need all our bombs. No. I think that's just the rock in there. Maybe they ran somewhere else. Maybe they're in piloting or something. I don't know. That could be it. I guess we let our anti-personal heal up while we're waiting here. There we go. 30 scrap. That's pretty good. Rebel controlled. Alright, so 1 to 2 stores, but great scrap usually. A lot of fights. We're pretty good without stores. Alright, so I'm gonna need a break for a minute, but I want to figure out my upgrades first. Like what I want to do with my weapons. It's like things I'm looking at, you know, I definitely do want to go up to 3 shields event. I mean, Sector 4, man, I'm ahead of myself. It's like, honestly, I don't usually go up to 3 shields into like Sector 5 at least, unless I'm like a boarding ship or really slow. But I wouldn't mind getting that. Engine power. I mean, I think it's like I do that. It's just so strong. And I can just like kind of spam bombs for a little bit. It's like I'm kind of, usually I don't like spending all my scrap because I'm like, well, what if a store thing? But I'm just so set. It's like, it's so good. Really, all it is sensors, crew, and cloaking or mind control. But even if we didn't get a system, like if all the stores late game suck and don't have systems or something, like we're totally fine. And it's like I'd rather just be like even safer here with like crazy weapon system and all that than risk like if we run into like the deadliest ship ever and have the worst RNG possible. Alright, but so let me put up my BRB for a minute here. Let me just like grab some water, refresh myself for a minute. Because I want to do a few more sectors at least, if not finish this run off tonight. So yeah, I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. I was thinking also, another upgrade I probably want to get soon is doors, unless we pick up a bunch of crew members. I mean, even just one, because the next one I'd probably put on doors anyway. Not that like higher level isn't helpful. So I don't think it's worth going down this way and then like getting trapped into this route in case like that's pulsar asteroids or something. But I'll check this out. I mean, if that's a store, I won't care because I don't have money. But I'll know it's there. Right, drone running away off the bat. Hacking. And weapons that like are only scary if you let them get scary. Alright, medbay, that's fine. I guess whatever, I used a battery, make it so I can just fire it now. Alright, so that makes it so we don't take damage from them. This makes it so they don't run. And it's like GG's there. Because now they can't run no matter what, because they're breached. And we're not going to miss our shots anymore. And they're not going to have weapons ever again. I mean, I guess I could have, like, would have been worth, like, trading my rock, I guess. That's okay. Scrap. I'm gonna go up this way. Definitely glad I upped the weapon power there. It's like immediately that fight. Like it probably would have been fine still. You know, maybe we would have taken a little damage or something, but you know, maybe I would have felt like I had to do a shields hack and then maybe I could have missed or something, who knows. Merchant's Investigation. So this is like an alright quest. It has a decent chance at crew. We can get to it. So we'll think about it. Surprised to see so many empty jumps in a rebel sector. Usually it's a lot more, at least fights or like hazards. Scrap recovery arm, cool. And the quest marker. Wow. Look at that, 29 scrap, some resources, and augment. So we'll probably hold on to that because it's like, you know, unless we run into a store where there's something we want to buy and it enables us to buy it by selling it, it's like we can keep that until a later game. Or if we get full on augments from something. All right, we got 6 more jumps before going to the exit. I mean, that's going to count as one of them, which sucks if we do that. might. We'll see. Definitely want to go to that other quest, because that could be a really good one too. Alright. Definitely want to hack something here. I think I'm just doing weapons hacks on this one. 2 shields. Alright, where are you at? You're at my battery. The rock is too slow. I think I want you to go. Oh, there's intruders off. I get you. I thought it was, those are the ones that border on. So I've got a bunch of intruders here then. Vent it out a bit. Just keep those closed, that's fine. Like this is like totally fine, because we just dance crew around and stuff and disable their weapons and then weaken them, but it's just like I have to like be careful to not make some stupid mistake. Yeah, so he doesn't have to run so far. Do a hack now. Actually, let their heavy laser fire. Split that a little bit. That's a nice one. It's still going down. I guess I just want to put more damage into their weapons though. I'm fine letting him die. It's okay. So one of them came back. Punch him down. Not looking good for you. Where are they going? Piloting. Oh, should probably put you in there. Yeah, oxygen, whatever. All right. It's definitely like a little messy with like, I mean, they didn't go in the worst spot, honestly. I was also like a little lazy with my micro there and just kind of like was fine sacrificing the drone. But it's like, you know, when you get the double border thing, a second I thought we got a map reveal because there's like so much here all of a sudden, but it's just because of like what we've seen in the quests. So there's a store up here still. Not that we really need it. It's like the main reason I want to hit that quest is because there's a moderate odds of getting crew. I think it's like worth not having a store for that. Yeah. Alright, great. Just what we need. Another crew member. 4. 4 is going to be a lot easier to deal with. I feel like 5 is the spot where it's like starts to feel like kind of adequate for flagship. You know, you always want more, but it's like whatever, it'll get you by. Power also. Tank the ship. Boarding again. Double missiles. Ugh. I think we're going to try and be greedy with the weapons hack here and just hope for hits. So it's an Artemis and a Lido then? Right? Yeah, it's gotta be. It's like they look like they're charged the same, but they can't be because I think this is the Lido. Because they have 5 weapon power, and this is 2. Just kind of do that little dance. So just the Artemis is up now. Nothing up now. The clone bay we're going to have to take care of. They get teleported back and died immediately. No, they went into oxygen. They made it back, I think, actually. Oh, come on. Oop. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's too bad that we're missing this clone bay here. So they're gonna board again, which is like whatever, that's fine. Actually, maybe they won't. Here we go. Just the one. Just the one at Half-Life. You're not going to last long. Going to piloting. Come on. Wasting all these bombs that just miss. No surrender. I don't know if there's a person who's alive in there who was fixing it, like who still is or not. I know they still have a pilot. So there's a chance there's, like, the pilot's not going to fix it because he's low on life. So if this doesn't get fixed, there's a fire. Is that too late? No. Man, come on. I have a feeling it's just its pilot that's left now. Yep, there we go. Just the delay from the clone bay. Mostly just like me having to play a little bit closer with my crew here, because I can't be like, well, this run is so great I can play sloppy and like lose the few crew I do have. I still have to like pay attention. It's important. But thankfully FTL gives you that wonderful like warning siren whenever crew's low. Which like sometimes for rocks doesn't feel like it's quite enough time if they have to like move somewhere far. Or Zoltans if like they're just taking a lot of damage. Alright, so we'll do this is the Federation base quest, I think. So you can get a crew member or a weapon or something there. Alright, it's a fight. Is it their person from Engines going, or is it they may have been swapping around their crew also? I feel like we fought this ship like a sector ago, right? 2 sectors ago. I know it used to be one, like the Halberd Ion Stunner. I'm not sure what they're doing with the crew there. They're swapping people around. Shields. Just a human. Whatever, I can like do it this way. Vent all this out and then go into med bay when I need to. Just trying to think if I need to like... I can flash my shields. Try and preserve a couple bombs here maybe. Miss. I guess I still want to hack something, because I was thinking like, oh, I don't need to hack then. It's like, nah, I still kind of need to hack. I'm going to hack piloting, so I don't have to waste the bombs. So now I can give them a little time, because they're going to be slow to like get this fixed. And they have one person who's like low health over here, now this guy. So they won't board with him, but they'll board with someone else. So then we can like kill someone else on our ship and break their clone bay and shoot this guy. I think they probably have 3 crew, it seems like. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, they don't have 4, or they would have boarded with 2 crew. So I kind of expected they'd be doing this already. Maybe they're trying to repair or fight a fire or something. It's okay, because like with the weapons hack and my stuff charged, like I know I can let this come up and I can just break it again before it fires. So if there's a fire or something, there's a chance whatever the crew there is, they got too damaged dealing with it. Go on a board. Sure taking a long time to fix it. I'm starting to think I should just like shoot them there, I guess. But like obviously they didn't die. I mean, I guess it's Mantis repairs or something. Or they got low and everyone just sitting. Maybe everyone just got low and they're just sitting around in like engines. So whatever. Let's stop sitting around ourselves. really curious like who this is. They gave up. They ran away. I'll never know. Equipment from our stores. This isn't really equipment. This is just like stuff. That's so much more scrap. Alright, so yeah, this is the like ASBs, but they're friendly ASBs, right? Because it's a Federation base. So we get this, and then I guess we'll just skip the store unless we want to dive. Which probably don't. Oh, what quest is that? How long has that been up there? Oh, this is the delivering. This is a free drone. And there's like possibly a dive worthwhile here. I'll have to think about it. So they can't do anything to me. They just have a heavy ion to get through shields. And I instantly breached their piloting, although they still have a point in there. But the ASB is going to mess them up too, obviously. Yeah, and they're not dodging it. Jeez, you suck. You're a crappy drone. Where's it going to hit? I just want to see. Boom. Oh, this was an easy fight. Owen, 40 scrap, 4 hull points repaired. Jeez. The fact that only these ones touch kind of suck. Because I don't want to, like, feels too risky. It just feels greedy. It's like, that'd be cool, whatever, it's a free drone, I can see another store. But, like, you know, I don't have cloaking. You know, they might have it and I'd buy it if I was going to dive, but I can't count on that. And I'm going to have to do a multi-dive. It's like, whatever, free drone. It's just scrap. I'm so far ahead with scrap anyway. It's totally fine. And we have some green sectors coming up still, I think. To like, we don't even have to sell much of anything. Yeah, I forgot we got that scrap recovery arm for free. Jeez. Alright, so we're going to switch you guys up because you already have shield stuff. And you were meant to be a roamer. Yeah, repair and fight training. Owen. Good Owen. Alright, so distress and then exit. Yeah, upgrade doors. I'll do that at like the beginning next sector, possibly. Actually, though, at this point now, I probably won't because I have 5 crew. Destination. Hey, another quest. All these quests that I feel so bad leaving. But it's like, because if this one touched or something, it's like I could do 1, 2, 3 and double back or something. Like, I would totally be really considering it then. And I know a lot of players would like definitely dive here. It's entirely my like over caution because like I have enough scrap that I can like upgrade engines to like run from the ASB if I want. Although I don't really want it to spend scrap in that way. It's like I know I definitely beat the big one. I'm just trying to think about like what is it more worth. Like what I want to hack. I mean, I guess I can also like use a defense drone for once. Whatever. I want to get a crew kill possibly. Do a weapons hack again. So that's just the lead out, but also means it's gonna fire faster. Like I don't have time to mess around with it. Yeah. Probably like switch to the halberd like next sector also over the breach bomb. You know, we definitely will get less crew kills, but that's kind of okay. Oh, that's right. So it was like, I can use a defense drone here. I can do that. Don't want to get like rusty sitting in the bay, never being used. So if I'm switching to halberd soon, I'm definitely gonna just like be super wasteful with the bombs. I mean, they have uses. It's not like they're useless otherwise. You know, like you can trade them and stuff, but... Okay, someone's coming in there to help. Help get killed at the same time. Alright, there goes the Engi. Kind of assumed you have 3 crew, but maybe not. Yeah, no, you got another one coming. Ooh, that's not going to be a fun time for you. Poor roasted mantis. Poor Rebecca. Alright, double rewards. 270 scrap is like pretty good for the end of Sector 4, right? Civilian sector or rock home runs? Alright, definitely go in civilian sector. Yeah, why give the marker on that sector? That's the thing. I never understand how it decides, because I've seen it do that before where it's like there's literally like 2 jumps left before, you know. There's one time I know it was like, yeah, I could take that jump and then the exit, and there's the only way not to dive, which was kind of there, even though I couldn't even get to it. And then other times it's like you feel like most of the sector's available, and it's like, yeah, there's no room left. I'll put it in next sector. So that's a mechanic I really don't understand. Oh, I know. I could have had like so much scrap, but I already have so much scrap. Yeah, I'm not a big numbers person. I have really low scores in general for like a win streaker. And it's not solely from like winning bad runs, although that like can be part of it. It's definitely also partially from just like not maxing out good runs. So I think I should want to get shields here first. And then it's like I'm going to buy the weapon power in a jump or 2 probably. And then like switch in the halberd, but I'm going to use this for a couple fights probably. I mean, I'll take another crew, but I'm not buying them for 39 scrap, especially when it's a kind I already have. Ion intruder, that's kind of yucky. Weapons are kind of weird. This is one of those ships that I feels like, oh, this is like some like goofy ass ship. It doesn't really matter, but it's like it could actually be disgusting because it's like it's pretty defensive. If you get good dodges, like this will spin up. This could possibly be an Artemis at this point. Along with that, I don't know. You might have like a repair bot. Then you get the ion intruder into your weapons or something. Like this is one of those fights that a lot of time isn't bad, but has a small chance of being like surprisingly gross. So it's like I'm trying to think about what I want to do with my hack in response to that. Let's try and true evasion hack. Yeah, like where are you going? All right, you're going to drone control. That's good because I don't really care what you do there so much. I don't really want to use my defense drone if I don't have to. 30%'s not so bad, right? Hey, there we go. I got dodge. You got to get out of that room. Did that not take anything down? Oh, I hit their shields. For some reason, I thought that was their weapons. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe that's a layout from a previous fight. I mean, that's totally fine to hit their shields instead of weapons. It's like one of the best other systems, but that was kind of weird. Alright, because originally I was going to use that on engines. I guess I could have still there, but it's okay. Yeah, I can't dodge too. Alright, so there's their weapons for now. Going to my battery now, is it? It's like kind of annoying, for sure. That's really nice. Just like want to kill them off fast at this point. I don't really need another human. Like, this is the point where it's like, I'd rather actually pass that up. 50 scrap, it's like, that buys me a human, plus resources. That's the thing, it's like at this point in the game. I know. But, like, maybe the slave, like, you know, that's what they wanted. Their life has just been too horrible from those evil people, and they just, you know, if I, like, crew kill them, maybe, you know, I find this slave to join me, but there's still a secret slaver hiding out in there, too, and they'll keep doing that stuff. Yeah, this guy's got a level in shields, though, also. Just summon another human. Who needs another human? Something cool like a slug or something, maybe I'd take it. Delivery of drone parts. So I probably won't deliver them. But actually, I think if we do 6 weapon power, there's a really good blue option there for that, depending what you run into. So there's some choices here, actually, because, like, we could buy that over the heavy laser if we want to have 8 weapon power. Like, let me just think for a second if I do something like a little dramatic. And it's 55. Yeah, because the thing with that is, like, I need to get, like, still like 100 scrap short, going up to weapons 8 in sector 5. But I don't really, I mean, it's like I can get by with weapons 5. It's like I might do that. That's such a cool end game loadout. Like most of the time I won't even need that. Like I don't think I'm really gonna run this immediately, but it gives me a buffer point on it, and like I want to go up. I'm gonna go up to like 8 weapon power pretty quick, I think. I might go here and chase that quest option now also. Like it depends which outcome you get from the beginning, but this is what I'm feeling this run. This is just like such an awesome weapon system. Oh, thanks, Shapes. I love FTL too. I'm glad there's like some very passionate people about the game for sure. It's definitely had a core following for a long time. Alright, so I'm going to take the fight. I don't need any other resources. We're like pretty repaired up. I can't really believe this is like an NGB run. This is just like so ridiculous. I guess we're okay on power. Definitely not surrendering through the slavers. So they got another like boarding drone of some kind. What do you want to hack here? Oh, I don't want the halberd, I want the heavy laser. So again, they probably have like repair bots or something over there too. You guys can go fight him. Oh wow, you just started playing 2 weeks ago. That's the thing that's, I feel like even more recently, I think it was in some deals and stuff, like there's definitely been like a little bit of a resurgence going on. I mean, definitely, I mean, there's like that tournament that's about to happen, that some people are putting on, that seems pretty cool. There's been a bunch of like record breaking and people going, like a lot more streaks going on and stuff. It's pretty cool. And it's like a game that's still like being figured out, kind of. Like, you're probably not aware of like the history of the streaks or whatever, but so this guy Thomas, he set the win streak about like 3 or 4 years ago now of 80 wins, and so that stood until like a couple months ago when Hollow beat it with no pause, which is just like absolutely insane. Like he's definitely like way outstripped what anyone thought was possible in no pause. And then it's like, and now I've got this win streak going on too, which is like, you know, the second one to get that high. And so hopefully I'm gonna match his with this run and then hopefully pass it. Which like makes sense because pause should be way easier to win in than no pause. So there's definitely been like a resurgence of, and then there's been a bunch, just a lot more people who got like the cycle of 28 ships for the first time just in the last like few months. Like there's been a bunch of people who've done that. And like Burrito was one of the first people to get the double cycle. He was like the 3rd or 4th person to get it a little while ago. I think before I got it. Yeah, like it's definitely a game that's easy to like overlook if you're not like into its themes already. I'm definitely like a sci-fi person, so like it appealed to me from the beginning. I was like, I thought it looked really cool when it came out. I remember, and I saw some stuff about it, so I got it. I think about a year after it came out. It was just a little bit before Advanced Edition came out, a couple months. But I honestly, I just played it on and off. I had less than 200 hours in it. Like when I started playing it again last year, and I've probably put over 1,000 hours into it since then, and like way improved my play. And we sold the bomb. Might as well. We can give fuel away like crazy then. We still have at least 5 missiles for blue options. The trick is Hollow's a machine. Yeah, the game mechanics, it's so good. It's such a well-made game. It's so thoughtful. And it's like I love the fact, like I mean, a few years ago I think people didn't really think it was possible either, but that like as you get towards better and better and more optimal play, you approach like 100% win rate with like all the ships or most of the ships. There's just a couple that are like a few percentage lower than like 99 point something. I feel like that's just like so cool, like to have a balance that hits that's like you just keep scaling up in win percentage as you learn it for like a really long time. There's so much to learn. All right, so they're running. Their weapons are pretty slow. I'll do this because we might try to crew kill them. It's like it's nice to crew kill this ship because you get better rewards. So there goes their shields. So their FTL is definitely delayed now, yeah. Let's burn that down. So there's a good chance we don't dodge enough here, but I'd be surprised if we took more than 1 damage. Yeah, there we go, 1 damage, that's fine. I just felt like safer stopping them from running by doing the getting them in shields there and stuff. All right, so their weapons are burning down too. So I gotta watch what they do. Since I got their, I got the crew that came over here. I think they probably have 2 crew on their ship, but they're like dealing with fires and stuff, and so then they'll probably run to like piloting eventually when they get low health, unless they get lured into engines. Yeah, one of them just moved to oxygen to fight it in there or something. I mean, there's a chance also that their ship will just burn down. Oh no, they're fixing shields now, it looks like. Alright, so yeah, they're getting stuff back online. But there's like still fires going on in here. Like they're gonna let their engines burn down, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, if I want to get a crew kill, it's just best to like let it play out a little bit more. All right. Yeah, so it's probably just these 2, and they're just gonna like die in this room now. Saying that, I didn't want to shoot it too much because I didn't want, something bad to happen with that. Do too much damage. Alright, a drone. Probably just sell it, but maybe we'll hang on to it. I forget what quest that is. Oh, that's the drone parts quest. That's right. I was gonna threaten them for like a bunch of scrap. Although I do kind of like having the drone parts. I think it's like, what is it, like 80 scrap? I gotta check that really quick. Yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna waste the time doing that. Let's just do it. Should probably heal Elizabeth. Yeah, so that's a garbage payment for 5 drone parts. So we do this, 64 scrap and 4 fuel. Seems much better, because it's like 5 drone parts is 40 scrap if we buy them, and we'll still have 8. So then it's like 24 scrap and 4 fuel on top of that. 420 on top of it, definitely worthwhile. So you need weapons power 6 for that. So it's like one that you don't run into a ton. Hey Ray. Yeah, this has just been an absurd NGB run. By like halfway through Sector 2, I bought hacking a burst laser 2 and a heavy laser 2. And I had a second Engi. And like shields and an engine bar and Just like so crazy. Just such good stores and like high scrap. We got a free scrap recovery arm a little while ago. Got scanners. We've gotten like 10 free drones. Alright, so we have 2 more jumps. It's like, I'm just gonna probably buy that. I guess I'll wait until the beginning next sector to buy power. Deep power. Man, all these ships that like are boarding and don't have a way to heal. I've had a few of them in a row now. Why am I not seeing that? Oh, battery. I like don't check the, because I like look for the icon and the doors, and I just like don't check down here, so I'm just like looking over here. So I could do that not infrequently. But yeah, this has been kind of like my Lanius B run, which is just like so much good RNG. It's so unnecessary on that ship, but with this ship, it's just like been so grateful for it. Whatever. Kind of figured that would happen. So I gotta be careful actually because we're charging our FTL now. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to come up in time, actually. They might get away. Maybe mess that up by just stacking it all in one system. Yep. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. So that was just my mistake, because it's like if I had damage in 2 systems, they would have come down to fix it. Oop. So what happened there, I think, is the guy, he wasn't going in there because it was too dangerous or something. I think he had to fix a breach or fires. And so once he like fixed the breach and the O2 came back, now he's going down there to go there. But again, that makes me go like, oh, well, maybe I can just shoot them. Well, I guess I can do it and not hack. No. Then we do it this way. And this will either kill them or it'll kill their ship. Ah, whatever. That's fine. Alright, so one more jump, and then we do the exit. I'm just gonna wait. Give me 2 more jumps. This is the exit. Go to the next sector. Buy all our weapon power. Same kind of thing here. Except they have more crew, possibly? Or no, I think it was the weapons and the shields. Oh wait, are they in the med bay, or are they... Yeah, okay. I was like, wait, are they in there trying to get into the med bay? But I think they're trying to go into piloting from the med bay. I am only charging one of my weapons. That's a problem, I'll be honest. Not sure. I guess I depowered it last fight. That sucks. I might not beat their missile now. I'll have to see. Alright, so that feels worth using an extra drone part for covering my mistake there. Ooh. They definitely got some fires going around on their ship. No, you're definitely done. It's gonna give it a try. What are they doing? They are all over the place. Yeah, they're just gonna die. That's fine. Yeah, more fires, more fires. Just fires everywhere. There's definitely panic on that ship. We have a lot of fuel. Oxygen. Sure. We're gonna need it by sector 8. I mean, that's a couple sectors away, but let's do another civilian. But we'll take the 5 scrap savings. Alright, so we don't have a store instantly. So let's just do it. Burst laser 2, heavy laser 2, halberd. What's not to love about that? Just need some like reloaders. It's a lot of like stuck on this route jumps. Kind of a weird sector. Maybe it's worth doing the nebulas instead. Oh, that's a sun. Yeah, I'm gonna chase these two at least. You're at the crunch time of my Zoltan Sea run when I was at 3 hull with 0 fuel. Yeah, I was pretty damn nervous then, I'll be honest. I was so frustrated at that point too. I don't want to spoil it, so I don't know if you saw the fight where it was at 0 fuel and then like the out of fuel jumps. But it's like, yeah, that run was, it started out so smooth too, which I feel like is part of the reason I got caught by it. Because it was going so smoothly the first like 2 sectors, but then I just like didn't get the upgrades I needed and just got chipped away at. And then sector 5 was an experience. Just trying to think, how deadly are they? I mean, they can do damage to me, like their first volley. What this is, it's like I don't really want to get unlucky with how all these shots time and get hit with like a double heavy laser, because I've been doing that to ships and it doesn't look fun. I think with a halberd it's like I've got enough firepower that I'll be able to get through their evasion and do something. I don't need to do much to make this fairly safe. There we go. That's pretty good. Yeah, you're at that fight, but the fight's not over yet. Yeah, it's like that was a tough sector, because it was like all of a sudden things went from being like okay the sector before to like okay now I just need to like panic increasingly, and like there's a lot of things going wrong, and the fuel was just like the crappy thing on top of everything else. Just like on top of all that, I'm like I just like desperately need a store to like repair, but also I gotta just run out of fuel and be stuck. Man, chain ion, double rewards. I was like pretty confident I was gonna lose for sure at that point. like I was playing the best I could to not lose, but it was getting harder and harder to see like a realistic way to not lose. And I was also thinking like, oh, this is when I run into that Mantis event with a Mantis like border or whatever, it teleports on your ship and you just take 5 damage and you lose, and it's like, that's it. I'm prepared to fight it. Doesn't have extra systems, that's nice. Just like thinking here. Getting low on drone parts. Should watch that. Like, this is probably not super necessary to use in here. But I can buy some. It was like, that's kind of what I figured also with that merchant's request thing, was like that I'd make out on top of scrap. So that I'd be okay just like buying out drone parts at a few stores. Alright, see, I want to do that so I break their piloting right away. In case they like up their evasion as their weapons break. And we one-shot them. 2 scrap. But yeah, I mean, the thing also, like, with that Zoltan Sea run, it's definitely, like, rewarding in the end. Like, that's been the thing with some of these runs getting close to the record here, because I've had a number of pretty difficult ones, is that, like, while they're very frustrating at the time, because I just, like, want to get there and not have, like, such a hard time doing it, it makes it feel, like, very earned in that way. It makes it, like, kind of exciting right here, getting so close to the end. I'm glad this run wasn't one of those, though, that this has just been a, like, a gifted NGB run. They're running. I definitely gotta hack something. They have the drones, they have, like, weapons that do stuff. They're hacking my shields. What's up with this ship all of a sudden? Whatever, I'm hacking your weapons because my halberd swipe is just gonna dominate you. It's just what it is. But I really gotta get some more drone parts. Yeah, I mean, that's what got me, like, hooked on win streaking in the first place. Because, like, I was first trying it out after, like, watching Crow, and it's just, like, going to be my way more of, like, trying to get a win on all the ships on hard. And, you know, like, track my stats some and stuff. But my, like, one of my first runs was, like, my 3rd or my 5th run. It was, like, I got Mantis C, and I was just like, oh, I don't even want to play this stupid ship. But, like, whatever, it's like what I'm doing now, trying to, like, just force myself to play ships I don't like, and, like, to, you know, win runs and just get hard wins for the first time on them. And, like, I got down to, like, 3 hull in, like, my 2nd jump, and then at that point I normally always just, like, restarted runs, but I was like, whatever, I'll just, like, play it until I lose, and I'll, like, try. And then I ended up turning it around and winning it. And I was like, oh my god, that was, like, such a thrilling run, like, coming back from that start. That was just, like, from that point on, I was just, like, hooked on, like, chasing those. And I've had quite a lot of them at this point that have been, like, pretty tough and come out. Because it just happens, like, you can't get around it. And it's not even always with bad ships. Like, that's always when it can, like, get you to, when it's on a good ship that you're just, like, not expecting to be such a hard time. I guess I'll go to that sun. Just like buying power. Because I don't like mapping the sector this other way. It's like the curve is so far off still. Cloaking? What's that? Does this get there? This should get there in time. going to do that because I don't really want this to be like, if I get unlucky with dodges, this could actually do a decent chunk of damage to me. Ah, it does not get there in time. Fail, what a waste. Wasted drone part. Oh, that's a good chunk of misses so far. Alright, never mind. It's super wasted drone part. Really didn't need it. Or could have at least used it like on their evasion or something. That's alright. Not a big deal. Like, we can get through defenses pretty well without drone parts. I've just been using it to like make fights a lot safer. Super safe. Man. Good dodge. Alright, get their cloaking down a little bit at least. This was definitely a really bad hack. Like, if I hacked their evasion or shields, I would have hit them and like one-shot them probably. But this is just like, didn't really do much anything for me. I know I have a fire somewhere. I guess you can scout it out. But that was in case it's there. Just that one, yeah. No auto ships with their long, long cloaks. Jeez. Alright, good. You like interrupted it this time. And that's a lot of misses. Yet again. It's like I'm thinking about jumping at this point. I mean, whatever. I can like take another volley. Because like I think this should beat their cloak here. And then if like this doesn't get through, I'll probably just duck out of here before getting hit by another flare. Finally. Alright. So I can jump to a fight very slightly damaged instead of getting hit by that flare. It's okay. Mind control's a little annoying. They have a bunch of weapons, but I think we're okay fighting them. Just level 1 mind control. That's good. Alright. I kind of want to see if I can get away without hacking. I guess this is an ion bomb, which makes that slightly scary. But I think we're okay. Battery, that's totally fine. Got a weapon down at least. Alright. Do you want a bigger damage? I guess we'll do a bigger swipe here. Just kill him. Oh, you won your Zoltan B run? That's doing the no repairs, right? Is what you're doing now? Yeah. So that's awesome. And your Zoltan A run only took 15 damage up until Sector 8. Wow. It's like you don't even need the free repairs then. You could do a mod where you disable all the free repairs in the repair stations, right? That sounds like no fun at all. There's a store. It's like, I kind of want it because I wouldn't mind buying like cloaking or mind control at this point. We have some things we could sell. Don't really want to waste a jump. I think it's okay if we skip this one. There's a decent chance we find another one, and then we have next sector also. We're not like so desperate to get it. But I'm gonna go here to like scout more efficiently. Famous last words, nah. We're fine. Aid Federation ship. Actually, kind of like you on shields for this fight. Got a lot of lasers coming in. Only 2 shields though, so we should be able to beat them up pretty easily. Whoop. You're not going to break drone control, so that's fine. Contact the Federation ship. Quickly try to rescue the crew. Hey, another human. Just picking up all these like really similar humans. Alright, so we gotta fix a breach. And find a place for you to stand. Whatever. It's kind of central-ish. There's a store. So how many jumps do I have before the exit here? 5. A little close, but I think it should be pretty comfortable. Is that 4 before that one, though? No. It's another one of those, it's like, well, I guess I can come up this way. Alright, so I can do that, actually. Let's look another jump in before the store. That works. I guess if that's a store, though. I don't really need a jump before the store, let's be honest. I could buy, like, cloaking and a pre-igniter. Ooh, hacking stun. So I don't need that. Oops. I was thinking of repair. Don't think I need 27 fuel, but I think we'll be okay wasting a tiny bit of scrap. Could trade the halberd for a heavy laser too. That'd be fun. These are pretty bad. It's like I could probably sell these, but also I don't really need to. It doesn't really matter. So we'll do these two. So I got your drone parts. Got garbage. I sold what I need to. So you did what, stealth or Did you Stealth A? Was that the first one you did? And then Zoltan B, Zoltan A? I mean, NGC is always a good candidate. NGC is such a good ship. Although I don't know if the early game, if there's some bigger risks with it. Hacking, maybe not. Attack the automated ship to get to the sensor station. Are you doing hull repair drones at all? Or are you like not using those? Do I need to? Alright, I got hacking drones again. I can just hack you. Oh, Mantis B. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I feel like Stealth, like, I mean, Stealth A could do it, but you can definitely have a bunch of damage early game. You know, I've dropped below 10 hull, I think, in Sector 1 that last run. Or 2 runs ago. Never mind. But either way. So totally could take damage from this volley, which I kind of knew when I decided to hack. Piloting. Oh yeah, we might get hit by double heavy laser here. That's definitely kind of gross. So maybe a little greedy. Oh, definitely getting hit by both of them now. This is, I mean, it's like what we have also, but just like such a good pairing. You know, just like for the AI, just how it times out. It's just so good for them. Like that felt safe enough, like hoping for a dodge. And there's a chance it worked out better doing that than hacking their weapons. Although probably not, but there's a chance. 20 scrap, what a winner. Anything else I need? Yeah, so you barely, yeah, it's like you hardly end up using. That makes sense. Because like if you're using it all the time, you're probably gonna like have other issues. I mean, not necessarily, but you know, my engines, if cloaking, a bunch of like pew 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 weapons. I think we're probably gonna hack you back though, so hopefully it's not too long of a cloak. At least level 2. I can get level 2. I guess I could probably be doing shields hacks here. My weapon speed, but whatever, I might as well. It's got the power for it. Ooh, firing all 4. Man, my dodges are... Oh, it's because my engine's hacked here, duh. Like, my dodges have been really bad here when I have 1 weapon power and it's not manned because of the hacking event. Kind of sensible that they'd be bad then. I think this fight is fairly safe at the moment now. It seems fairly safe. Yeah, I mean, NGC is definitely like a strong ship. And it's not like Lanius be, where it has some issues where it's like it's strong, but it's like really aggressive and a little reckless in some ways. That like you can accumulate damage. So I mean, I still think Lanius B would be like decent compared to a lot of ships just because it's good, but a ship that could like control things a little more like NGC might be better. Right, double rewards here. Man, more like double. I mean, this isn't quite as bad as with the burst laser too. But cloaking, just waiting for him to fire. We'll shield tank this time. Why not? All right, we finally got our like weapons training all the way up. Or sorry, engines training. Did that a little early. That's okay. We kind of want to wait for that halberd though. Alright, I have a bunch of scrap. Let me just make sure I have one more jump here, right? Yep. Stealth Air, Crystal B, yeah, it's like those are both ships that like it might take a couple tries to have a good start if you get unlucky, but I definitely don't need that much fuel. I might need those drone parts. Like Stealth A, you know, like if you run into a bunch of Beam 2 drones, like you're probably going to take some damage that might be hard to come back from. But you might also not, and then just, you know, get Cloaking 2 or whatever, and then take like 0 damage forever. I don't want to deal with Zoltan controlled. I do like them having 2 stores over 1 to 2. We have scanners and stuff to avoid the worst fights. Because I would like to get another system. Alright, definitely want to get doors. Border police. I want to get shields, honestly, more engine power, but I want to save some scrap at the moment. Let's see what this is first. Bunch of bombs, don't like that. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. That's kind of too bad, actually. One of our heavies will hit the shields now instead. Timing's kind of off from it, too. It's okay. Firebomb. Miss. Stun bomb. I couldn't find it. Being bad at finding bombs, apparently. Hey, we got a fire in their weapons. That's cool. Nope. Asteroids. I can go this way. Make sure I find those 2 stores. I'll say I'm not sure what I would buy right now if I had a choice between my control and cloaking. I guess Probably cloaking this late in the game with this much scrap. Got enough like crew for phase 3 and stuff too. There we go. I probably buy sensors too. Well, here we go. Here's my choice. Cloaking or mind control. I mean, I always buy mind control with these ships. I have a defense drone. It's true. It's so much cheaper. Because I can do this and I can like just go buy shields and stuff. But no sensors. Yeah, if they had sensors, I'd buy mind control. But that feels like... Well, there's this store. Yeah, I mean, I really only would have that for phase 3. Where it's, I mean, it is nice. I do like it more than cloaking in a lot of ways. But it's like so useless without sensors, and it's like I don't want to bet that I'm going to get sensors at the next store. It's like they might not even have systems. I don't have to like jump back and forth either. So yeah, cloaking it is. A little sad about it. Probably still check out that store. Buy like a pre-igniter or something maybe, right? How many jumps do I have left here? I got 6 more before the exit. I mean, I don't buy cloaking on a lot of runs. Basically any run where I can't get hacking if I get cloaking, or where I start with drone control. Usually I just do the defense drone. Whatever. Spam drones. It's pretty unnecessary to buy those, but... Another burst laser too. It's kind of a downgrade. No sensors here either. That's too bad. Do I sell you? I don't think so. Since I have augment slots and stuff, there's no reason to sell it. That's fine. Alright. Let's just save for shields. Shields. A lot of weapons. Doesn't matter though. 53 scrap. All kinds of drones, weapons, stuff going on. Just keep doing shields hacks. Could tell it was going to come in from the right there and like needed a little time to be in the good position. I don't even need to cloak. I'm going to, just in case this fires before I get my shields all the way back up. I don't think so, but just in case. And then yeah, I kind of thought that would probably waste a jump here right by accident. Yeah, because I only get 2 more, but it doesn't like, they don't connect in a way where, because I can't get all 3 of these, but that's fine. Thanks, Ray. Hope you have a great day. And yeah, you're definitely at an exciting part of that Zoltan Sea run. Sector 5 is like frustrating, but I feel like it's very satisfying in the end. Lasers. Does this, oh, this hits 4, I guess. Is that to like actually work at the placement then? Whatever, I'll pull their pilot fast enough just doing this. Yeah, because I don't feel like diving the exit, even though it's like there won't be an ASB or anything. Just feels like unnecessary. I've got so much scrap. Definitely was not really expecting to go through this whole run tonight. Like I knew I'd like kind of want to because it'd get me tied for the record, but I was like, there's no way it's gonna go fast enough. But it just like started out so crazy good. I kind of want to just like get over there, even if it's less options. There's nothing I need to sell. I can just like spend scrap, it really doesn't matter. I've had weapons 8 for like 3 sectors now. You're surprised I didn't hire Zoltan. Yeah, I mean, it's like I could have used, you know, they're like, they had the power and it's another crew member. I'm just like generally against buying crew at stores. for flagship, it's like as long as I have 5, I'm pretty comfortable. Unless like my ship is like really bad, I'm really concerned about phase 3 and stuff. You know, if it's a boarding ship or something, it's definitely a different story. But I think it like would have been totally fine to buy them there too. Like I don't think it was necessarily like would be like a wrong choice or anything to do it at that point. This is annoying, Mantis and piloting. Just go be ready to help out. Oh, come on, if I put Telchenko in there. Alright, got a dodge. Contact the refugee ship, get even more scrap. Continually dance my crew around, killing these Mantis. Yeah, it's like I definitely expect, you know, phase 3 to be a little annoying. Not having my control to like counteract my control. Which is like, you know, where it wouldn't matter if I had sensors or not there, but I feel like cloaking kind of makes up for that enough. And I feel like we just have such strong weapons, like we'll be able to go through the phases decently quick. Sensors and something. Also, like we can use the anti-personal thing and stuff. Definitely by sensors. Mostly because that's just like another hack target now. I mean, it's like, what else am I gonna get on the ship? It's like I'll probably get weapons 5. I get some power if I want, but I might actually buy one of those drones. Like, I'm definitely not gonna need this. It's only helpful phase 2, and it's not a big deal then. It's like I wish this was a beam too, but like kind of okay like spamming some drones for even higher damage to like just burn through the phases there. Do I hit that up just to get even a little extra scrap? I kind of think I do. And hope this doesn't get overtaken and then just go here. Is that a reveal? No, it's just CVs. I guess I should have sold my scrap recovery arm there. Probably won't make enough scrap for it to be worthwhile keeping, but whatever, it's fine. Prepare to fight the rebel ship. Oh yeah, come fight in the med bay, that's great, actually. Alright, good, I want to wait for that to fire also. So I don't think we're going to one-shot them on this one, but that's okay. Completely broke their weapon, so I feel pretty good about this. survivors and gratitude. All right, I'll take some gratitude. Just want to get a look at my power here. So like I am totally fine. I don't mind a little more power just because it's like if I want to run the drones a bit. I guess also if I got a point in drone control, I can do like I don't have to depower the beam to run the defense or something if I want to. I could get like cloaking or engine 6 or something also. Doesn't really matter at this point. Any of these upgrades work. I've got everything I really need. Could buy the med bay. It's actually something kind of useful to that. I don't really think I need the drone thing. I rarely get med bay upgrades. Sometimes on a boarding ship. But like it can be helpful if you can't counter the mind control or the border super well. So like, you know, just boost your crew's health quickly. So let's go to the base. And then we might actually take another jump before the flagship gets to us, we'll see. Yeah, pretty there hasn't been a free pre-igniter, but don't, I mean, you can still get one from the flagship. Actually, I'm gonna wait, because I'm not sure if we jump and then jump back, it might not be enough time to like reset the fight if we get a bad hack. So I'm just gonna wait here. I'm happy enough with how the ship is. 13 fuel, man, I'm really glad I bought that one fuel by accident. Alright, so let's see what they hack. Med bay. It's about as good as they come. I guess you should man sensors now, shouldn't you, since I have them? This makes more sense than oxygen. Although the AI loves manning oxygen. Ah, crap. That, I thought it was paused for a second. And it's fine. We still get this stuff in time, but... So they're almost dead. And they're not going to be able to cloak in time. At least they shouldn't be able to. They dodged that one. Come on, Halberd. Kill one of them before they... I don't know how that works with like the ship kill damage, like if that can get a crew kill also. I feel like it can, but I'm not positive about that. So that was pretty easy, phase 1, jeez. I think I hold off on any, I didn't even use the beam drone, I kind of forgot about it. I'm not really surprised I forgot about it. I'll hold off upgrading anything. I guess I can take a fight. Instead of waiting, whatever, I'm just gonna wait. It's like the scariest ship in the whole game right there, right? Waiting to kill me. Alright. Here we can do so many drone parts on as well. Can shoot down their boarding drone a little bit. You can shoot him down again, right? What the hell was that? That just looked like this combat drone just assassinated my defense drone by missing and just like, I mean, I thought first, I was like, wait, was that my defense drone shooting something down? It just looks so targeted. That was kind of crazy. Alright, 0 damage phase 2. Alright, so we're just going to chase after them. I'm just trying to think, what do I want for this last phase here? Because there's a chance they do something like a little gross to us. Let's do the cloaking 3. Do a long cloak in the beginning. Oh, my pilot, come on. And they still have 7 crew. So there's a chance we'll have to jump away. I definitely prefer not to, if possible. And just like end it. But, you know, if it gets messy, I'll definitely jump away. Kind of works having a Engi pilot here because he's slow to damage, even with like mind control buffing him up. Glad I have the beam drone here with how many misses I'm getting. Jeez. Okay, switch neon. I guess that's the thing. Do I want to? Yeah, why not I do a long cloak here? So to kind of let the beam drone poke down at it here while we do this cloak. I think it's gonna time out right. Or maybe. Probably not for the missiles, but that's okay. Alright, mind control's ended, thank goodness. Oh, there goes my defense drone. Whatever, you stay there, you go to doors. It's like it's at 1. It's like I'm kind of like, I don't want to have to like waste a whole weapon cooldown. It's like about to take it out. Probably inefficient, but that's fine. Alright, I want you to go heal quick. This is also where like the med bay upgrade is kind of useful actually. Well, you didn't really help out there, but that's okay. You tried, maybe. That's fine. I can just like kind of burn itself out. Get back into piloting. All right. Halberd. Nice. Another one into drone patrol. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill them. They're like pretty busted up here at this point, obviously. Nice. Engines didn't burn out. Alright, yeah. Well, now you at least you'll just like run around everywhere. That's fine. Kind of like unnecessary amount of micro that I'm doing right here, I feel like, because I'm just gonna like cloak these things. Nice swipe. Killing my defense drone, jeez. Alright, GG. 92. So that's a tie for the world record for pause streak with Hollow. Yeah, obviously we'll continue and probably forever have the no pause record, but for now at least we're tied for the pause record, and just one more to get it myself. 57-34. All right, there's a chance that's like a high score for me for NGB. 47 ships defeated, 1923 scrap. Yeah, so much scrap this run, so much good stores. So yeah, that's awesome. I'm super pumped about this. I'm not going to do any more tonight, but I'll see what ship I have next, see how hard it's going to be, or likely to be at least, for my next run. I know, yeah, I love when I'm microing, when it's like, it's so over imminently, and just can't help but just like micro there. Just like compulsive a little bit. I have to take care of my crew till the very end, you know. But yeah, so thank you for congratulations. Oh, come on. Oh, one after another. I'm gonna have all the bad ships done on this streak, jeez. You know, because after this, for bad ships, I mean, I still have Rock A, and I still have Stealth C, but I've had quite a few bad ships already. But whatever, just one more, and then that'll be it. So I'll probably try and start it tomorrow at least. You know, unless it's some insane thing like today, I doubt it'll be a one shot. But you can get it started. Tough thing about this ship is also it's bad the whole run. Even when it's really good, it's still like bad the whole run. But we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll get a free small bomb sector 1, and it'll just be like easy. All right, so let me see. We got someone who can raid. So yeah, so I'll probably be on tomorrow night. Usually I'm on like around 10ish Eastern time. If you want to check out my stats or my profile, if you want to check out my personal website, it's there. And let's see, I don't have anyone on that I know. But let's go and just check out someone who's playing some FTL. I'm kind of frustrated about getting that Fed C for sure. It's such a bad ship to get next, but I felt the same way about NGP, and it was so easy. So it's like you never know what it'll be. You gotta play it sometime.